eyes for a moment and think how many things we do every single day without asking why. We follow rules, we follow customs, we follow traditions. And we say this is how it has always been done. But have we ever stopped and asked, is it right? Is it meaningful? Do I really understand it? Or we are just following blindly? A very pleasant good morning to respected principal, honorable judges, teachers and all my dear friends. Today I invite you all to reflect on something that we often ignore. Are we following our traditions blindly or we are understanding them? Before we begin, let me clear you something that traditions are important. They are our roots. They connect us to our culture and our identity. They teach us important values like respect, discipline, unity and peace. But the problem begins when traditions are stopped being understood and just being followed blindly. Blind following often creates fear instead of understanding. Instead of us thinking, is it right, we start thinking, what if something bad happens? For example, many people believe that if a black cat crosses the road, it brings bad luck. So they stop, they wait, or they change their path. Not because they understand it, but because they are afraid. This is not an understanding, it is not a fear, this is not a belief, it is a fear. And a life controlled by fear can never move forward with confidence. Blind thinking also takes away our ability to think. When we follow everything without questioning, we become copies of others, not individuals. For example, many students choose their career just because society, family or parents expect it. But no one asks, what do you truly want? So they choose without thinking. And one day they wake up feeling completely lost, living a life that never truly belonged to them. Blind thinking also affects our education deeply. Students memorize answers, repeat definitions, write exams and forget everything the next day. Why? Because they were never taught to understand. They were taught just to follow. Blind thinking also allows the wrong traditions to continue for a long time. History has shown us that many wrong practices continued for years, not because they were right, but because no one questioned them. People stayed silent, people followed, and silence gave power to wrong practices. If questioning is stopped, even wrong things start looking normal. Now let's look at the other side, understanding. When you understand a tradition, you follow it not because of fear or pressure, you follow it with confidence and love. Understanding brings clarity, it removes doubt, and when you understand a tradition, you connect it with more deeply. Because now it has a meaning. Now here comes the most powerful tool, questioning. Many people think that questioning is wrong. But let me ask you something, if questioning was wrong, why did the great change in history begin with the simple question, why? Every invention, every discovery, every progress started with one simple question, why? Questioning is not disrespect, it is awareness. Questioning is not fear, it is courage. So what should we do? Should we follow all the traditions blindly? No. Should we reject all the traditions? Also no. Or the right path is balance. Understand first, question when needed, and then choose wisely. Keep what adds value, let go of what holds us back, and improve what needs a change. Because progress isn't about rejecting our rules, it's about refining them. We are the youth. We are the future. The decision we make today will shape the society of tomorrow. But if we choose to follow blindly, the future will remain stuck in past. But if we choose to understand, if we choose to question, the future will move forward with wisdom. Not blind following, but understanding. Not fear, but awareness. Not pressure, but choice. Understand first, question when needed, and then grow. So at the end, I would like to say that whenever you follow next time a tradition, don't just ask what to do, ask why you are doing it. Because the real respect for traditions doesn't just come from blind following, it comes from understanding them. Remember that traditions were created by people and people have the power to define them. People have the power to define them. If we never think, we never evolve. If we never question, we never grow. If we never change, we remain stuck in past. And just maybe, every great change in history began with one simple question, why? So let's not just be a generation that follows everything without thinking. Let's be a generation that questions before accepting, that understands before believing. Thank you.